Well, I'm here in the Yahoo Esports studio today, joined by Chen, otherwise known as Hotbid. You still go by Hotbid, right?
I do.
All right. And you've been working at ESL for a little bit, stepped out of the limelight. What's your role there now?
I'm a creative producer. I work on shows and other projects.
Well, you, I know, are here to talk about something special that you've been working on. You want to give me an idea what it is?
I'm very excited to finally be able to talk about this. We're here to announce the Esports Hall of Fame.
So how is this whole thing going to work?
We aim for the Esports Hall of Fame to be a place where we can preserve the history of esports. We really feel like the history is very rich. There are a lot of stories that we can tell. That's something that newer fans might not be very familiar with. So it'll be a website with content. It'll also be live at events where we induct people that are legendary figures in their scenes.
So is this going to be like when you say events, is this like a annual show where it's like people come to the inductee ceremony or something like that, or how's that going to play out?
Well, we plan to do it in front of like a home crowd for the game. So they'll be at prestigious events, competitions, and kind of like shows for each specific game. So for example, our first event is going to be ESL 1 Cologne, and that'll be for Counter-Strike.
I know that in traditional sports, these Hall of Fames have like a physical location that you can go and visit. Is that anything that you guys are looking at?
Hopefully in the future, we're looking at physical space so someone can kind of go through the history of esports, kind of walk through a museum or some kind of exhibit. But for now, we're going to be doing induction live events mostly.
What are you looking at covering in terms of this Esports Hall of Fame?
Well, to start, we're going to be doing Dota, League, StarCraft, Counter-Strike, and hopefully some fighting game community stuff.
Cool. So what qualifies a player to be nominated or inducted into the Esports Hall of Fame?
Well, they have to have a career that's worthy of being inducted, but also they have to be retired for at least a year.
Right. And then how does the nomination work?
We have a panel of experts, writers, commentators, experts in the scene, and they'll be nominating and voting on people to induct.
So if people wanted to find out more about the Esports Hall of Fame, how could they do that?
You can go to the website and sign up for our newsletter at esportshall.com, or you can follow us on Twitter at esportshall.
Well, thank you so much for coming into the studio today to talk to us about the Esports Hall of Fame. Hotbid, really looking forward to see the project as it continues to grow and become a mainstay within the esports industry. For everyone else, this is Yahoo Esports.